Did we even like say, like introduce the podcast last episode?
I don't know.
I don't
know.
We did. We're just too excited. Hey, everybody, you're listening to the Everyday Mermaid podcast. Thanks so much for listening.
Howdy, guys.
I'm Abby. And
Do it again.
Okay. Hey y'all, it's Abby, your Everyday Mermaid, and this is
Lauren.
my Mergal pal, and you are listening to the Everyday Mermaid podcast.
Welcome
Welcome.
to the brand new set.
Yes, girl! I'm so excited! Yes.
It's so pretty. Look at that. Look at
It's
Look
so pretty. It's so pretty. We
All
have
the
all
things.
the things. Yeah. We have brand new microphones.
That's right.
We have a brand new desk.
We do.
We have brand new microphone stands and cords and the doodah on the wall. It's just
Who's it's
beautiful.
and what's its galore.
Yes, girl. It's just a glorious day.
It really
in
is.
Mermaid Land.
True. Valid.
Love
Point.
it.
And then, what have you got on your head, Abby?
Oh my goodness! Look at these headphones. They have shells on them.
They do. And they're scaly.
Yes, and they have scales on them. And you know where I found these? I found these at Forever 21 for $5.
Silence.
Yes, I was purchasing some items for my underwater photo shoot.
As you do.
And of course, like in the checkout line, there's things to your right and to your left that are
Oh.
amazing, and you can't look away.
A dangerous place.
And I saw these headphones, and I was like, oh, grab. And they actually said $12 on the thing, and I was like, I'm still gonna buy them.
Right.
But then when I got to the register, they were on sale for $5 a piece, and
That's
I was
glorious.
like, it was meant to be. It was fate.
Yeah. That's amazing. I was actually at Charming Charlie the other day, and they had a bunch of stuff
my
on
gosh.
sale, and I almost got us some things, but here's why I didn't.
Okay, let's hear it.
Because the phrase said secretly a mermaid,
Oh,
and I was like, there's nothing secret
Yeah.
about
The
it.
secret is out, y'all. We are mermaids if there ever were mermaids.
So I was like, I feel like I can't justify this because especially when you're toting around like it was like a mason jar water
Oh, yeah.
thing with the straw and everything. And I was like, but it's not,
No.
it's not a secret.
It's
if you're
not a
walking
secret.
around talking about being a mermaid, also, we let our freak flag fly, man.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
I wore Scuttle today.
Mm-hmm,
Scuttle.
Yeah, it's so cute. I love
know,
that
it's
shirt
super
from Box
soft.
Lunch.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Well, I decided to match Taylor Swift today with my shirt. Have you
Also, there was nothing mermaid about that music video.
absolutely nothing mermaid, y'all. That conspiracy theory, like, I was here for it.
I mean, who
And
knows? We have a whole album to wait on.
We do.
But, I mean, that honestly, it looked a little unicorn.
It was pretty unicornish.
I think she might have jumped ship.
Come on, T Swift. We're here for the mermaid stuff. Yeah.
She might be riding that unicorn wave.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's all right.
I
You
know.
know, we can't have everybody in our ship. You know.
Right.
But yeah. So did you? What'd you think of her new song / video?
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love the colors.
Mhm.
I love the colors.
And I love Panic at the
Um,
Disco.
Yes. Yeah. It honestly, it was almost a little teen boppy.
Yeah.
It was a little teen boppy for me.
Well, I feel like she went. Reputation was like, I'm angry and this is my dark side.
Yeah.
So she really
Right.
went the opposite direction.
Yes.
This time for
Mhm,
sure.
mhm, mhm,
So
mhm,
she's
mhm.
just, I think this is just a little bit because honestly, last time I did not love the look what you made me do.
Oh yeah, no.
when it came out, I was like, what is this?
I also have a hard time. It's the reason why I hate The Great Gatsby. I don't like people not taking responsibility for their own actions. And that phrase, look at what you made me do, like
Mhm.
talk
Mhm.
about something that does not exist in my classroom. No, thank you, sir. You are in charge of your own body and your own voice and your own person, and nobody can make you do a thing, well,
Yes,
especially when
girl.
you're 5. Like, no.
Right.
I mean, I can make you take a bath, but that's like it.
Yeah.
And I make you try your vegetables.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Mhm.
But you don't get to sit there and tell me,
No.
They made me do it.
No,
So,
no.
It,
None of that.
I think I liked the song itself, like, in it. Well, now I say that, and I don't know if I did.
Yeah, I love Taylor Swift.
Yes.
And I love that she is like all in all the time and like does things with a purpose. Like there's nothing that she does that does not have a purpose.
Yes.
With the countdowns and the like artwork that like shows up, like everything is done so well. Whether or not we're like on board with all of it,
right?
I appreciate her artistry and her creativity and her commitment to the brand.
Yeah,
because she does commit.
Yes, that she does.
Yes,
I love the special effects of it. Like
for sure.
I just thought it was really fun and funky and cool. Yeah. But yeah, the song itself I thought was a little subpar for her standards.
Yeah, I think she was just trying to set the tone for what's coming next. And I'm good with it, you know.
Yeah. So, I shall keep my bar set where it is.
Okay, great.
And expect her to rise to it.
Speaking of bars that Lauren has set, Lauren,
tell me,
did you watch Ralph Breaks the Internet?
I may have done so. Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
All right, here's the story.
Let's hear it.
I have procrastinated long enough and went home. Lovely Sabrina gave me the movie.
Sabrina Rose.
Lovely Sabrina Rose gave me the movie.
And let's preface this with if there people are just now listening to our
spoilers.
Podcast, yes. If you haven't seen Ralph Breaks the Internet, we're about to talk about it.
If you haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph, we're about to talk about it. Yeah, we're about to.
But also, Lauren, we have talked about Wreck-It Ralph throughout this Mermaid podcast
from
season.
Nearly the beginning.
And, you know, there have been some thoughts on whether or not a second film was required, and you felt kind of emotionally manipulated to watch the second because of the princesses.
Yes.
And we're like, what? And all this stuff. So we finally got you to watch Ralph Breaks the Internet on a sick day.
On a sick day.
I'm so sorry.
It was a Monday, first of all. So that explains a lot of it. I don't know. I woke up, I got ready for work, I got in my car, and I was like, I'm about to call out. Because you wake up sometimes and you feel junky.
Yes.
But you're like, once I get some food in my system and some water and some coffee and just go about my morning, the demons shall release and,
for sure,
purge themselves.
Yep.
So, but I got in my car and I was like, no, I want to call out. And I don't do that very often. I'm not a call out to sick.
No.
A call out sick to work person.
She's very reliable.
Yeah, I am. I just, especially not in the job that I'm in, it's hard enough having like days off. So I was like, oh, and okay. So I got to work, I did my thing, and probably about 11 o'clock, I was like, I'm pretty sure I've got a fever. I'm pretty sure I just felt gunk. Man, and it was probably the pollinating that's occurring.
Probably. There's been a lot of stuff going around.
Maybe a little bit of lack of sleep. It was just a lot of things that were piled on top of each other. And I was like, you know what? I'm not here.
Yeah.
I'm not here. I'm not present. I'm not doing my job. We're calling it. We're out.
Totally.
So I got coverage. It worked out really well because nobody else was sick that day. And went home. And I got out my little Harry Potter blanket. And then I saw a little Wreck-It Ralph. Or Ralph Breaks the Internet on my coffee table. And I was like, all right, today's the day. I will do it.
Okay. So what'd you think?
It was fine. I did enjoy it, actually. I legitimately enjoyed it. The mermaids, the princesses were hysterical. They were so funny. I did not know they had like another scene later in which they basically save the day.
For sure.
That was great.
Yeah.
My problem with it was the same problem that I had with the first one, in that there is just, for some reason, these movies just go a step too far and then stay in that too far realm for too long before they come back. And so it's just like, oh, why am I seeing a giant Ralph made of millions of other Ralphs?
Yeah.
I'm so uncomfortable. Because, he couches Penelope or he captures Ralph and like there's this whole thing that's happening and they're like undulating.
I know.
And it's really discombobulating and I don't like it. It looks like worms and things I don't want to see in a children's movie, and it was weird. And I just like,
That's really funny.
So yeah, that was. But on the whole, I thought it was very cute.
Okay.
I thought they had some really fun characters, and the princesses were hilarious.
Your girl Merida.
My girl Merida showed up. She's from the other studio.
Yeah.
So funny. I thought they gave her a little bit more of an attitude than she actually has, but whatever.
Well, she's a little bit edgier than the others.
I know. It's true. So I thought it was, but yeah, on the whole, cute with a what?
Yeah.
Moment and then back to cute.
All right. I can deal with that.
I'm okay with not having seen it in the theaters.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like,
sure.
I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't need to spend money on that. That's fine.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, it was just so funny because I was like sitting there seething the whole time, being like, this movie.
Right.
But they caught me pretty early on. I was like, okay, that's pretty cute. But again, the same kind of weird tone problem like 3/4 of the way through where like all the action, like their climax, and it's just like, here's where the climax, you think the climax is going to happen, and then it's just like way up here, and you're like, calm down.
Yeah.
We're very uncomfortable with you being that high.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I thought.
Well,
of Ralph Breaks the Internet.
I think I'm just glad that you've seen it now, and yeah, now that we can talk about it freely.
True.
That makes me very happy.
There were some really funny moments in it. Like, what was it? When they're in the game that Vanellope really wants to be a part of.
With the shark that comes out of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was hysterical. But one of the gang members, he's talking about a TED Talk that he saw.
Yes.
He's like, and I don't remember the guy's name and I don't remember what it was. But I just want you to like, I was here for that scene.
It's hilarious.
I was like, how many times have I said those exact words myself?
Yeah.
Oh,
they knew what they were doing.
That was pretty fantastic.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it. Fine. Fine. I saw it. It was good.
Well,
whatever.
Now you're all caught up-ish on the movies so that we can go see all the movies. I just realized that Aladdin is coming out while we're in LA.
Ooh, we'll have to go see some Chinese theater.
Yes, we need to go see it in like true fashion. Because I am so excited.
I was supposed to see Beauty and the Beast, and that was it. Oh, that was a tragic story.
Oh, I think I remember you telling me about this. What happened? You lost something happened.
Okay, so Beauty and the Beast, I was supposed to see it opening night.
Yeah.
Which was a work day at the time. And I bought the 2 tickets for it and, knew that I had to go home first to let out my dogs, but I still had time. It was okay. So I go home and I get in the car and traffic is, of course, the worst it's ever been. But for some reason, my Uber driver's thing is saying, because I took an Uber so that I wouldn't have to worry about parking because you can't park at all at the Chinese theater.
Sure.
And it was saying it was going to take twice as long as mine was. So I was so confused. So that happens. I'm like, my friend who's there at the theater, I give her the code so she can go pick up the ticket. She's waiting in the lobby. And my Uber driver freaking tries to drop me off at a Whole Foods. And I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My Google Maps has just not been working at all.
No.
For a week.
What?
And I was like, why are you Ubering?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I was mortified. So I did not make it in time.
Oh no,
I did not get my money back.
That's so sad.
Because she'd already picked up the tickets.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, well, screw it. I'm still going to go see this movie. So I asked my friend if she wanted to go see it at like the Paramount or whatever it was that was close by. And she was like, well, because I found out we were not going to be able to see this, my boyfriend bought us tickets to go see Logan. I was like, fair, valid, go.
Yeah, sure.
Be with your boo.
Yeah.
Fine. So I went to the theater alone. And apparently, if you show up to the Paramount 2 minutes late, they're not going to let you in.
No. What?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, what? He said, but I can transfer your tickets over to the next one, which only like starts in 15 minutes. I was like, do it.
Yeah.
Then I went to the bathroom and had a solid 10-minute like
cry
breakdown.
session.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Just like, I mean, the
Yes.
sobs that rack your whole body.
Yes.
But also trying to be very quiet because it was a public bathroom.
Sure.
I was like,
Oh no.
you know, awful.
I'm so sad.
So then I went, and because I know how many eggs Gaston eats, I won a free movie poster.
Oh. How is it? 5 dozen eggs? 9 dozen eggs?
When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs.
4 dozen
every
eggs.
morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs. Apparently, you can't answer more questions than just the one, but my hand was up for all of them.
Oh.
And
That's
then,
so funny.
so that happened, and I saw the movie, and of course loved it. And then I got back home and tried to get into my apartment, and realized I'd left my keys in the first Uber.
Oh my gosh.
Luckily, I had a second car key, and I got in my car, and I told that Uber driver, I was like, if you move from where you are right now, I will hunt you down
and kill you.
Drove to her house, wherever it was, picked up my keys, went back home,
cried some more,
and went to bed.
Oh my gosh, you poor thing.
I'm okay if it means we get to go see Aladdin at the Chinese theater.
We got it. We're gonna work that out
while we're in LA.
Yeah,
it'll be great.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh my gosh, isn't that funny? This is horrifying.
You poor thing.
I know. It's terrible.
Gosh.
Anyway, yes, I have now. I've seen Ralph. I've seen Belle. Now it's time to see
Aladdin. Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be great.
I know.
I'm so pumped.
Me too. Well, speaking of some of our favorite fairy tale characters, I think it might be time
for another hashtag Jody moment. Okay, wait. Now that it's a new segment, I gotta change the colors in this like LED thing that we got going on.
I feel like there should be a way that when that voice goes off, the color changes.
I agree.
I don't know how.
Here we go. We are fancy over here. Okay. What is our Jody moment today?
Where's Jody at right now?
Oh my gosh. She is at, I think it's like, all I know is it's like STX, which I assume is South Texas.
Okay.
Comic Con.
Yep.
And, you know, she is, I would like to say that she is doing a lot better with her Instagram stories. She's keeping it short and sweet.
I have a feeling somebody else is doing it.
What?
I have a feeling somebody else is doing it. Like she's got like a social media person.
No. She was like in front of the window with her cell phone now like this. Like, I'm so excited to see everyone. What? Is that a squirrel eating a strawberry?
She's at some sort of Comic-Con right now. And she is picking up every baby she comes across, and if it's not the cutest darn thing, she's met 6 little Ariels so far.
Yeah, so she's been posting about like every child that comes in named Ariel.
Yeah,
which why the heck would you not?
Right.
Like that is the most precious thing. So yeah, I'm scrolling through here. That's an Ariel. That's an Ariel. Oh wait, no, that's
Kylie.
That's not
that's
Kylie.
Kylie.
Yeah. So cute. I mean, come on. Come on. Those are so cute.
They're so darling.
So yeah, Jody Benson, she is at STX Comic Con, which I assume is South Texas Comic Con. She had like a Q&A panel, like all the things. Just living her best Jody Benson life, you know.
I swear we'd be the girls in the back going, "We love you, Jody."
Oh yeah, for sure. Speaking of Texas, so I actually, while I was in Louisiana, I drove down to Dallas, Texas with me and my sister and her maid of honor, my mommy and my daddy. We all drove to Texas to go wedding dress shopping.
Your dad came too?
Oh yeah, my dad actually picks out all of our like major clothes. Like
really?
Like for prom or like for her pageant stuff. Aww. Like he's the one that picks it out, and we don't go shopping without dad. Like that's just like a thing. I know, isn't that so funny?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And adorable.
Yeah. So we love our daddy so much, and he is really good at picking out like the best dresses, and he would always be like the best bow tire. So like I would like wear dresses with big bows on the back, you know. So he always I always had dad tie my bow. I just love my daddy so much. And maybe he loves me now that we're using these appropriate microphones.
I guarantee that he loved you regardless. He just thought you were ridiculous.
I know. Yeah. Nothing new. But yeah. So anyway, so we're driving to Dallas, and I'm like, oh, we're going to drive straight through the city that FinFest is going to be at. I was like, it's Terrell, Texas. And Dad's like, where? I was like, Terrell. He's like, you mean Terrell? And I was like, oops. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Like, we've talked about FinFest, and like they're kind of sponsoring the podcast right now. So I apologize to everyone. Moira actually called me, and she was checking to make sure that we receive some stuff. I was like,
did you confirm this with her?
Yeah, I was like, Moira, I just have to tell you, like, I may have been like mispronouncing your town this entire time, and I'm really sorry about it. She's like, that's just another thing we're gonna laugh about. I was like, okay, great, thank you.
So sweet. I mean, I get it though. Like, we have a street in Nashville that's spelled Demon Bruin, and is not in the slightest pronounced that way.
It's Demumbrian.
Like, what? No. And then there's a place in Kentucky where if you look at it, it looks like the word Versailles, you know, like the famous
I've been there.
French place.
Yeah.
And no, that's not how you say that word in Kentucky.
How do you say it?
Versailles.
No, you don't.
I'm not even joking. Because I was visiting a friend of mine in Lexington, and she called me and she's like, hey, where are you? I was like, oh, I just passed through Versailles. And she was like, nope. It's Versailles.
Okay.
And then this was real cute. You know, in Mississippi where Elvis Presley was from. Don't say it because I have to fix it. So my roommate in college, my first roommate in college, she was, I guess, doing a project on it, and she was like, yeah, and he was apparently from Tupelo, Mississippi. And I was like, I was like, say it again.
Tupelo.
He was from Tupelo. And I was like,
Tupelo?
She was, whatever. I'm like, no, but
That's
no.
so
if
funny.
you're talking about Elvis, you're going to have to get that one right.
Yep. Poor thing.
I know.
I used to live with a family, nanny for a family that had a cat named Tupelo.
That's adorable.
I know. Isn't that cute?
Oh, I love that.
It was really cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. That's so cute.
All right. Yeah. So it's Terrell, Texas, and we will be there at FinFest.
Actually, that's the last name of some of my cousins too.
Oh, really?
Is it spelled the
you
same
think
way?
they're related?
Spelled the same way. No.
Oh, okay.
I do not.
Well, you never know.
But yeah.
Yeah, so FinFest is going to be in Terrell, Texas, and we're going to be there live podcasting. And I will pronounce it that way from now on.
I'm so excited.
It's going to be Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
And they're super cool. Like, they are doing some really cool stuff for the environment. Like, just all about ocean conservation and just like being the best we can be for our ocean. It's the best. Yay. I love it. Can't wait.
So excited.
Yeah. So if y'all want to find out more about that, I believe it's Mermaid Finfest. .com. I will confirm that. Link in the bio. link in description. You know. It'll be there.
You know how we do.
You know.
Hold on to your fins, mermaids. The Everyday Mermaid podcast will be right back.
Metro, Merfolk, Metro, Merfolk, Metro, Merfolk. You're so amazing. This episode of the Everyday Mermaid podcast is sponsored by Metro Merfolk. And they are so amazing.
They are so amazing.
Go check them out at Metro MerFolk on Facebook and Instagram. Go check them out, y'all.
Right now.
Go do it.
Go.
You
swim away.
This episode of the Everyday Mermaid Podcast is also sponsored by Mer-Magic Con, y'all.
We're gonna be there
in February of 2020.
with MerFolk.
It's gonna be so good.
So good.
So great. So we will see y'all there, and check them out at mermagiccon.com.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right.
And we're also sponsored by Finfest, Mermaid Finfest, y'all. The best environmental friendly ocean conservation festival you will ever see in your entire life is going to be Labor Day weekend in Terrell, Texas. It's going to be great. Are you excited, Lauren?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Gosh.
I can't, girl, like all the things I'm going to buy.
All the things.
All the people I'm going to talk to.
And there's going to be like some ceremony where we marry the ocean. I'm like,
all right. Yes.
I am here for that. So we will see y'all there at Mermaid Finfest.
Be there.
Okay, I have a very serious thing to talk about. Because, you know, all these Disney movies are coming out. And like, like it's just getting more and more epic as they come out. Aladdin, Lion King, Dumbo, Maleficent 2, Frozen 2. I'm like, Toy Story 4. I'm like, okay, they're setting us up for the live action Little Mermaid. What do we know thus far about the live action Little Mermaid?
That it will inevitably happen.
I need more. So I actually did some digging.
Okay.
So a few of y'all have been a little confused because y'all have been DMing me saying that Lea Michele is going to be the Little Mermaid, and I'm like, no, she's Little Mermaid.
She's
at
singing
the Hollywood Bowl.
At the Hollywood Bowl.
Not for the live action.
No.
Although, I mean, we could talk about that.
I mean, she'd
I
be
wouldn't
fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. So maybe this is just a trial run.
Right.
But either way, Rob Marshall is directing The Little Mermaid live action.
Really?
Yes. So I love Rob Marshall because I love Chicago, the movie. And he did that.
Yes.
And he also did the new Mary Poppins doodah.
That was really cute. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, as well as Into the Woods.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So I'm feeling like, you know, with him directing, you know, I feel like it's almost like, I'm like, what if, you know, Queen Latifah was epic in Chicago. What if she could be Ursula in The Little Mermaid?
Does she do much nowadays, though?
She doesn't.
Okay.
But now's as good a time
True.
as ever to get back in the swing of things.
That's
you know
fair.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
But none of that's confirmed, obviously.
All
That's
right.
just how I'm feeling about it.
Okay.
You know? But then I also noticed that Jane Goldman is a writer for it. And she has done some very
she did Stardust.
Yeah, she did Stardust. Yeah, she did Kingsman.
The Kingsman movies, yeah.
Kingsman movies. So, I mean, she's done some very, like,
All right.
interesting film work.
Yes.
And she's just she's just very interesting as a person. So, and then I noticed that the cinematographer is the same guy that did Chicago and Memoirs of a Geisha and 9, and he did Mary Poppins. So, like, there's a theme that I'm seeing of Chicago.
Okay.
There's a theme.
I hope it's not going to be that dark, though, in tone.
I don't know. I really don't know. But what I do know is that the same visual effects people that did the Harry Potter movies will be doing the visual effects for this movie.
Okay.
So I trust them to do it.
I reserve judgment. I'm going to Wreck-It Ralph this nonsense. I'm not even kidding. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to go change my mind.
Well, the costume director is the same one that did Sweeney Todd.
Okay.
And Chicago.
We're pulling a dark vein here.
And Memoirs of a Geisha. So I'm like, I mean, I'm all about some drama. Okay. I'm all about it. But yeah, it seems like it's going to veer more towards the artistic, dramatic side as opposed to the hippity hoppity, like
lighthearted.
Yeah, which
I feel like my man Scuttle might not make an appearance.
Oh no, he's got to.
I know, but hey.
Well,
I don't know. Everything will change when they announce who Ariel is.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, apparently Lady Gaga is currently rumored to play Ursula.
I don't know how I feel about that. You know who I actually could see her as, though?
What? Who?
Ursula.
No, that's what she said.
Lady Gaga
is currently rumored to play Ursula.
Oh, sorry. Why did I think? Oh. I thought you said Ariel.
Linda, honey, you're not listening. Linda, honey.
Linda, listen, Linda. Okay. Yes. Okay. No, I'm okay. All right.
Yeah. So she is rumored to play Ursula.
I could have fun with that. Yeah. That could be really enjoyable.
She could be great.
Especially as her human form.
Oh, yes. Oh, goodness.
Mm-hmm. So I wonder who'd be Eric.
I don't know. Eric honestly reminds me a lot of Aladdin. Like, they got the same hair thing going on. Yeah. They got the same kind of voice tone. So I'm like, I don't know.
Okay.
But they're shooting in Puerto Rico and in Cape Town, South Africa. So should be great. So we'll just have to see.
I want to know.
I know.
Can you show me? I want to know about this movie I'm obsessed with.
Well, and then, Lin-Manuel Miranda is a producer of the film. So what?
Okay. All right. Okay. Just but I want to know.
And then Mark Platt, who produced La La Land, is also going to be a producer of this show. So
I don't know how I feel about that.
I loved La La Land. Did you not love La La Land?
Oh no, it made me so sad.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So sad.
What? I mean, yes.
Want them to end up together. They're
Spoiler
terrible. They're terrible together, but still.
Here's the dealio.
They both get what they wanted. I know.
Whatever. But did they? And so I have seen that. So, especially here in Nashville, you have to choose. You have to choose one in this town. I know.
Not in movies, though.
Girl, for some reason, La La Land. So, my first, of all the movies of all time, I loved 500 Days of Summer. It was my favorite movie forever.
Okay.
They don't end up together.
I know.
And then, after I saw La La Land, I literally, after the movie was over, Ben and I had to sit there for 20 minutes because I could not stop crying. I could not stop the sobbing. Not because I was mad that they didn't stay together. It was so beautiful that I could not contain my emotion. I loved it so. It was everything I ever want in a film.
Okay.
And it's now my favorite movie, La La Land. But that's really funny that, yeah. And my mom, I had my mom and dad watch it. And my mom was like, why did you make me watch this movie? Oh. How dare you? because they don't end up together.
Yeah.
We definitely need to put a spoiler alert on this episode.
Oh, for sure.
Don't
forget. There's a spoiler alert on it anyway for Ralph. Sorry, I just like full on burped into these brand new microphones. Yeah. So this one's definitely mine now.
Just put a little L on
that. Was
that.
Like my soul came out of that one.
So anyway,
some hot chocolatey goodness.
Yes, girl, delicious.
Woo!
Yeah. So anywho, that's so funny. I think everyone else that I've ever talked to like has your same reaction about it. But I absolutely loved it.
Parts of it just kind of made me laugh because I was living in LA at the time. And I was like, are you going to sit here and tell me you shut down my freeway?
Yeah.
To film this dance scene?
They did. And it was epic.
It was epic. But oh my gosh. Yeah. Do you know how infuriating that is? Like we don't have it bad enough.
Well,
it's fine. I don't know. It's tough. I was tough. It was tough. I had a hard time.
It is hard. And especially for us people that like, that is our life.
Yeah.
Like, do we make it or do we not?
Yeah.
Most of us don't. So.
I didn't.
Really, well,
I didn't try very hard.
But you were a fairy.
I was. And I had a great time. And I learned so much about myself.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy with where I've ended up. Do not get me wrong.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change it for the world. So. But yeah, that city, man.
It'll get you.
It'll chew you up and spit you out either way. Doesn't care.
Yeah.
Doesn't care if you stay, if you go. So you got to make it yours.
For sure. And honestly, that's how Nashville is too. I can't tell you how many people literally from my hometown have moved from Ruston to Nashville because they're big stars in Ruston. Everybody loves, their music in Ruston. But then when they get to Nashville, they're like, it's completely different. You're just another musician. Everyone down the road can play better than you.
Yeah.
And it's hard, to have a family, to make money, to actually like have a life here playing music because everybody wants what you want.
Yeah.
And
I realized it while I was living out there that I just did not have the drive to go for it. I mean, I had friends that were putting themselves in thousands of dollars of debt. Trying to make it work and just doing, like a coffee shop job or, like a waitressing job just to make it through and still be able to do auditions and stuff like that. And I was like, I do not have enough passion.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'll just remove myself from that equation because I'd rather somebody who like really, really wants it to have their shot as opposed to me just kind of clogging the drain even more.
Yeah.
Only caring so about, because like I'm saying it like I don't love theater. I do love theater and I love acting, but
you have a degree in it, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't need to be famous.
Yeah.
I have zero interest whatsoever in being like A-list.
Yeah.
I would stick my foot in my mouth constantly as a famous person. Like I just a lot of faux pas are waiting for me at the end of that rainbow.
Yeah.
That's there. So I'm okay with it. And if sorry.
We're getting really passionate now.
I know.
Yeah.
So if it just means that somebody else can have like their turn if I remove myself, like I'm fine with that.
And it takes a lot for you to realize that about yourself. So I mean, yeah.
Big stuff.
Gotta figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. And yeah, I think some people, acting is such a weird thing.
It's so weird.
Yeah. I don't know who I was talking to. I think I was talking to Haley, Miss Luna Marie. We were talking about like her going to auditions and stuff. And she's like being nervous that people will judge her or whatever. And I was like, honestly, I think the reason I love acting is because I am comfortable being everyone else but myself.
Oh, yeah. Then that's 110% true. The most stage fright I've ever had was being myself on stage.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Lost all my words, had no brain to speak of, couldn't improv, couldn't do a thing. But you give me a character.
Absolutely. Like done deal. Like, yeah. And I think, that's why I had the character company in the beginning is because I'm so much more comfortable being somebody else that everybody already loves.
Yeah.
And then, but then, It's crazy. Acting is so weird.
Yeah.
We're all weirdos over here.
We're just
So crazy.
big old weirdo flag.
But we just had to make a podcast so we could talk to a camera instead of actual people. So
Social anxiety in a nutshell.
There you go. There you have it. Whew, that went real deep.
That's
real
funny.
I
feel it though. All right. I get it.
Yeah. I love La La Land. All this to say. I love it. So good.
So yes, at some point we will have a live action Little Mermaid. I want to know. I want to know the characters. Like I want to know who's playing them. That's my big thing.
Yeah.
You can tell me the director all day long, but it's good. Who's the face?
Who is the face? We will know eventually, but not right now. Okay. Well, we do have a few voice messages. Okay. So this one is from Brittany Wilson.
Hello, ladies. This question is specifically for Abby.
Oh.
I am working on getting caught up with your podcast. I just finished the cello one last night.
Yay.
And either in that one or the one before, I believe Abby mentioned that she is 6 foot. And if that is correct, I would love to know any sort of tips you can give me as a mom of future tall ladies. I have 3 girls, and I know at least 2 of them is going to be at least 5'10", maybe even 6 foot themselves, and they're babies right now. But I would love to make sure that they grew up feeling confident and loving everything about themselves. And so any sort of tips you can give me and how they can own it, and because I know people are gonna make comments about how tall they are, because I get it. So any help would be appreciated. Thank you.
Oh, Brittany. Oh, girl. That's a great question.
Oh yeah, we actually can both answer that because I'm 5'9",
she's
so
tall too.
I'm not a shorty in this world.
I mean, yes, I'm 6 foot. You're 5'9". We're both tall ladies. I will say that if it wasn't for my mom, I would not be as confident as I am, like in my height, because she's like 6'2" or something. She's taller than I am, and so. My mom was always like, this is who you are, like, be proud of your height. Be glad that you intimidate these boys because there's losers anyway, like she would always be really, she was just a really good example for me. And she wore the shoes she wanted to wear. Granted, she's a pianist. And so wearing heels when you're trying to push the pedal down is not great. So she really didn't wear a lot of heels just because that wasn't, like occupational hazard type deal. But she always encouraged me to wear whatever I wanted to wear. And she understood me enough to know which clothes to buy, but I think it just, you have a very important role as mommy to be, honestly, you can tell them it, or anything you want, but your actions speak louder than words. My mom was always she always told me, she would always stand up really tall, even though I don't do great at that. I need to be working my posture.
We're talking about it, and now I'm like,
oh,
I've been slouching this whole time.
But she was just a great example of owning who you are, and only you mommies can do that. I feel like, just by example. It's not necessarily it is what you say, but it's more about, I just would watch her and how she would, her body language and stuff. And so naturally I would emulate that. And she was always very supportive and told me to be confident in who I was. And yeah. What about you, Lauren?
Yeah. I mean, so I'm trying this new thing. I read about it on the internet, which means it's true. Yeah. And one of them said, stop commenting on people's bodies at all.
Yeah.
And if you feel like you need to, say, wow, you look so healthy. You've been looking so healthy lately. You're glowing. Something like that. And so it was specifically for girls, it said just stop commenting on them in general, entirely. Just, don't, you look so good, or you look like you've put on some weight, all of it. Knock it off. And so I've been trying to be better about that. And in doing so, have realized how often I comment. Especially because I work with children, and that's just an easy way to do it. I work I pass that by the babies all the time. So of course what I'd love is like, you're so chunky. It's so wonderful. And it's like, babies are supposed to be chunky. It means they're healthy.
That means they're healthy, yeah.
Well, I have to stop. Like, I've been trying to stop saying that. And it's hard.
Yeah, girl.
Because that's all I comment on is like their size instead of, things about them that are far more important.
Yeah.
So
it's tough.
I would say, like, when you're in those kind of conversations, even having that knowledge of how often you talk about bodies in your brain, being aware of it is half the battle. So it's like, okay, I'm trying to like redirect my attention to a place that's more constructive, I suppose, to their character. But yeah, I mean, you're just gonna like understand that you're just gonna go through tough times. I have cried in many a like dressing room because I couldn't find something that fit me and it was too short, and it was like the 20th pair of jeans I'd tried on that day, and you're tired and you're hungry and you just don't want to go home.
Yeah, there were times when, especially when I was going through like the Disney World casting process, to where I was like, God, like, why did you make me like, why am I 6 foot tall? All I want to do is be a Disney princess. Like, I don't understand why you made me like look this pointy and be so tall. Granted, Maleficent and I are real close now, right? Because of that, and I love that. But there were times when I was like, why? Like, that I didn't want this, and now, like, I understand, I guess, kind of why, but I don't know. It's a cool thing to be tall.
Yes, I love it now.
Yeah,
it was hard. It was hard.
It is
because you slouch to be part of your friend group,
absolutely,
and you like slouch to not be noticed as much. But man, now that I'm all of 29 years old, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I'm tall. I can reach things.
Definitely, I can reach all the things. Don't need to think.
Things
for real.
Yeah,
for real. So
it's definitely a big one.
There's going to be times where it's not, they're not going to love their bodies or themselves or whatever. And they just, it's going to, you'll get through it.
Yeah.
Get through it. It's, sometimes very sad.
There's lots of things you have to weather when you're raising children. And,
and that's
body image
girls.
is a big one.
3 girls. That's a lot, girlfriend.
That's a lot of girls.
Loved that question.
It was awesome. Yeah. You can do it.
Girl, you got this. And all your 3 sweet little babies got this too. Tall girls are cool.
Tall girls
I don't care
are
what anybody
cool.
says. Okay. So actually this came in like literally 13 hours ago. So,
yay!
I have no idea. It's from Jason Linden.
Okay.
Let's see.
Hey mermaids, it's Jason again, at Full Metal Sewist on Instagram. I just had a chance to listen to last week's episode where you stressed the importance of having a pod. I have been unsuccessful in finding one in my area and thought you or your listeners might be able to help me find a pod in the Birmingham, Alabama area. Thanks so much, and I love your podcast.
Hang on.
We're going to work on this, Jason. Also, does he not have the best speaking voice?
Oh my gosh.
It's so great.
Yeah, you're going to be on the podcast at some point just so we can
We've
listen
got to have you on the podcast. My gosh. It's so what's the word? It's just like, it's really great. Like, it's great. Should do like voice overs or something.
Yeah. You definitely be on radio.
On the radio.
On the radio. Okay.
You can come rent out our new space to have your own podcast. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
Mermaids of Alabama. It's got 5 members.
Huh.
Doesn't seem like much, but it's something.
Jason, thank you for asking that question.
Yes.
We are going to do our research, but we're also going to use this podcast as a what's a good mermaid pun? A place to jump off from, to send it off.
A diving board?
A diving board, if you will.
Yes.
We're going to check on it for you. And if anyone listening has any thoughts on the Birmingham, Alabama area for mermaid pods, hey, give us a holler.
Yes.
Leave us a voice message on the Anchor app, which you can download in the App Store to any of your phones, whichever phone you're using. You can search the Everyday Mermaid Podcast and click send message to send us a voice message.
Do it.
That's crazy. You would think, Alabama, a lot of people live in Alabama.
Yes.
Like, sure, there's definitely mermaids there. We just don't know it. And you're welcome to swim with our Nashville Mermaid Pod anytime you want.
How far is that? I don't know.
It's not far. Birmingham. That's what we go through sometimes to get to Louisiana. I think it's like 4 hours away or something.
Okay.
It's not far.
You come up for a weekend. We take care of you.
Come on in. Just swim on over. Come on over.
Come on over, baby. Come on over. Come on over. All right. I don't see anything for Birmingham, but there is an Alabama mermaid group.
All right.
It just needs a little love.
Okay.
It needs some new merfolk.
All right. So, throwing it out there. All you Alabama mers, holler at your mermaids over here. Let us know where you are.
Yeah.
Let
us help you get together.
Help us help you.
Let's get together. Yeah. Why don't you and I combine? Let's get together. What do you say?
I just really want to sing. These mics are so great. I just want to sing and say all the things. The Snow White thing. Oh boy, it's been a long night.
Let's get out of here. I know. It's 9:06. It's
all right,
time.
y'all. It is time to wrap this baby up. If you want to leave us a voice message, download that Anchor app, send message. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, we are at Everyday Mermaid Podcast. And you can follow Lauren on Instagram now. She has a mermaid account. Oh, yes, she does. Where can they find you? Where can they find you?
Mermaid_after_midnight.
I haven't really talked to you about this, but that is the best name ever.
Isn't that a great name?
I kind of love it.
I thought it was pretty appropriate.
So sassy.
Well,
yes,
because I just kept thinking of something because I'm like, I am the slightly darker side.
Yes, you are.
Of the Everyday Mermaid Podcast.
True.
And so I was like, okay, I need something that reflects that. Also, the fact that I've never been in a tail in the water. So I thought it was I only turned into a mermaid after midnight kind of.
I love
I don't know.
I love it.
I played with a lot of different names and then that one came across. I was like,
so good.
Yes.
Genius.
Yes.
So good.
So I need to be posting more because I just I don't think about it. I keep forgetting that I have an extra one.
Well, we're going to go all follow you now so that you can't forget. And you can follow me at Mermaid Vlogs.
Yes.
That's Mermaid Vlogs with a V.
You should.
For video. And FYI, if y'all want to get any of the new Tailor Tales that are out there, you can use my code MermaidVlogs10 at checkout, and that'll get you 10% off.
Sweet.
Pretty sweet deal.
That is a sweet deal.
Holla at a discount. Yes. So thank y'all so much for listening. Be sure to subscribe and let us know what you think about the podcast. But until next time, we will
see you on the flip side.
Bye,